What's up guys, we're going to be going through the best WNBA player props on PrizePicks today. Now I did want to show you the results from yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 16 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. Now a lot of you comment wanting to see how many I got wrong, and I thought I'd show you in today's video. We only got 2 picks wrong and got 16 right, which is a 90% win rate. Yes guys, you heard that right, 90% win rate. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get a 90% win rate and get 16 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $100 just yesterday, and another member who won $40 in the first day in the Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description, so go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group, and I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily upload. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're going to be talking about is 21.5 by Dewana Bonner for points and rebs, and this one is for more. Now when we look at Dewana Bonner, we've actually seen her going the over in 1 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Minnesota Lynx. Now when we look at Minnesota Lynx, we actually see them ranked second in points allowed, and on top of that, when it comes to rebounds allowed, Minnesota Lynx actually do rank, pretty low as a ranked 12th. And the reason why we do like the over for this situation is due to that reason. Now we look at Dewana Bonner even further, we actually see that she does play a specific position, that forward guard, that small forward position pretty well, but when it comes to Minnesota Lynx, they do a very poor job at restricting points, rebs, and assists to Dewana Bonner's position. And that's the reason why we do like the over for this situation here. Dewana Bonner has had a bit of a cold streak as of lately, but we think in this next matchup, she should be able to bounce back and be able to go on the over in this situation here. Dewana Bonner has a very high usage rate in all departments, and we definitely see that being a huge case coming into this matchup, and we should see her not struggle too much, especially against Minnesota Lynx, who not only rank poorly when it comes to position wise, but they also do rank poorly when it comes to rebounds. So because of those reasons, we are sticking to the over for someone like Dewana Bonner. So 21.5 points and rebs for Dewana Bonner for more, I think is a fantastic pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about Collier. Now, great player, and this one is for 19.5 points, and this one is for more. Now look at Collier, we've actually seen her go on the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see. They do face off against none other than Connecticut Sun. Now as you all know, Connecticut Sun do actually rank first in points allowed, but the reason why we do like the over for this situation for someone like Collier is that when it comes to actually, Connecticut Sun, they do a very poor job at restricting points to the forward position, which is what Collier is. And that's the reason why we do like the over for this situation here. When we look at the average over the last 5, it's also 20.2, which is great to see. So all signs really do point towards the over. And if we even want to take it a step further, when we actually look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have her favored for the over as well. So I think that's fantastic there for someone like Collier to be able to go on the over here. She does have a really good usage rate in this department, and yes, she may have had 2 cold games, but she should be able to bounce back against Connecticut Sun. So although Connecticut Sun do rank first in points allowed, when it comes to pace in this game, we aren't expecting, anything too slow. So we should see the same amount of volume that we usually see from Collier, and we should see her be able to knock down shots pretty easily in this matchup. So Collier, 19.5 points for more, I think is a great pick. Now getting into the next one, we're going to be talking about Kayla McBride. So Kayla McBride, this one is for 17.5 points and rebs, and this one actually is for more. Now look at Kayla McBride, we've actually seen her go on the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than Connecticut Sun. Now, as we all know, Connecticut Sun do rank first in points allowed, and on top of that, when it comes to rebounds allowed, they do actually rank first as well. So even though Connecticut Sun do rank very high in those categories, we do like like the over, as Connecticut's Sun do a very poor job at restricting someone in Kayla McBride's position, which is the guard from points and rebounds. So we definitely see her going on the over here. We've also seen an increase in Kayla McBride's usage rate, and we think that's definitely going to help her be able to go on the over, even especially against a team like Connecticut Sun. Like I mentioned before, when it comes to the pace of this game, we aren't expecting anything too crazy slow or anything of that nature. So we should see Kayla McBride get the same amount of opportunities, whether it's points, whether it's rebounds, and she should be able to go on the over here. Her increase in the usage rate will continue on into this next matchup, and we also look at what the bookies are saying. The bookies also have her favored for the over as well. So because of those reasons, Kayla McBride, 17.5 points and rebs 4 more, I think is a fantastic pick. So as you all know, I do want to get these picks out to you as soon as possible, but PrizePicks is delayed with some of their lines. So here are a couple of players you should definitely watch out for when their lines drop. So our first player we're going to be talking about is Carrington for Connecticut Sun, and she's been averaging 13.2 points, 4.7 rebounds, 1.7 assists, and 1.1 steals. So she has done a fantastic job for none other than Connecticut Sun, and they do face off against Minnesota Lynx. And as we all know, Minnesota Lynx do rank second in points allowed, first in assists allowed, and when it comes to actually rebounds allowed, they do rank 12th. So a little bit interesting in those stats, but when it comes to the Carrington, we actually see her going on the under here. The reason being is that when it comes to Connecticut Sun, although Carrington is a fantastic player, we actually see a couple of the other big players in Connecticut Sun to maybe get more of the usage rate, whether it's points, rebs, and assists. Now, it does not take away from the fact that we are expecting her to have a pretty good game. Yes, she may have a great game, but we don't see her going on the over in this situation, especially against Minnesota Lynx. Now, when it comes to rebounds, we may potentially see that, but I would focus more on the under for points and assists for someone like Carrington, as the rebounds is a little bit more of a 50-50 situation. So because of those reasons, we do like the under for someone like Carrington to go on the under in points and assists. So definitely keep an eye out for her line there. We definitely see there being a lot of value in those categories, and because of that, you know, if the line is too close to these averages, then definitely look to go on the under. So Carrington, keep an eye out for her line. If her line is too close to these averages, then definitely look to go on the under. Now, getting to the next player is Jackie Young from Las Vegas Aces, and she's been averaging 18.7 points, 4.6 rebounds, and 5.7 assists. So she has done a fantastic job for Las Vegas Aces, and the Aces do face off against Washington Mystics, who do rank 7th in points allowed. On top of that, when it comes to assists allowed, they do rank 3rd, and then 6th in rebounds allowed. So pretty mid-tier in all categories besides assist, a little bit higher in that. But when it comes to Jackie Young, we actually still see her going on the over here, especially against Washington Mystics. When it comes to this game, we are expecting a pretty fast-paced game, so a good amount of volume from both teams. And although Mystics do rank pretty well in those certain categories like we mentioned, we definitely still see her going on the over, especially points and rebounds. So when it comes to assists, you know, like I mentioned, they did rank 3rd, so I would maybe go more of a 50-50 on that one and just focus a lot more on points and rebounds for someone like Jackie Young, who does have a good usage rate in both of those departments. And on top of that, Washington Mystics also do a very poor job at restricting points and rebounds to the guard position, which is what Jackie Young is. So for that reason, we do like the over for this situation here, and we are expecting the over, but you have to keep an eye out for her line first. If her line is under these averages, then definitely look to go on the over there. So getting to the next player, we're going to be talking about Ariel Atkins, who's been averaging 14.3 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.8 assists. So she's done a great job for Washington Mystics, and the Mystics do face off against the Aces, who do rank 8th in points allowed, who rank 7th in assists allowed, and on top of that, when it comes to rebounds allowed, they do rank 8th as well. So because of those reasons, we do like the over for someone like Ariel Atkins, due to the fact that Aces not only rank pretty mid-tier in all categories, but on top of that, when it comes to the Mystics, they do have quite a lot of injuries, and because of the main injuries that they do have, they have 2 big players out for them, that we may actually see Ariel Atkins' usage rate go up and increase from there. So because of those reasons, we do like the over for someone like Ariel Atkins, due to the fact not only does she face off against a pretty, you know, fast-paced game that we are expecting between the Aces and Mystics, but on top of that, increase in usage rate due to the injuries, and I think all those things, you know, combined together, we should see her go on the over here. So keep an eye out for her line. Like I always mentioned, if the line is under these averages, definitely definitely look to go in the over, as I think there'll be a lot of great value there. So guys, if you do want to win more bets and win more money, don't forget to join our exclusive Discord group by signing up to our Patreon. Should be a link down below in the description, or you can also find it in the pinned comment down below. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets and win more money today. So guys, I'll see you over there, and I'll see you soon. Peace.